Hello, sunshine, water, and woods, likers, lovers, subscribers. Day 2, gonna head down to the St. Lucie River, pull the traps that we set yesterday. It's been about 24 hours, and we're gonna see how they do. Fred came through last night. It was a small tropical storm. Didn't really get much rain or anything, but we did get a ton of wind. So we'll find out if that affected them. We'll have to see. I'm trying something new today. I've got one of these little Rode wireless mics. You'll probably see it sticking out of my shirt here. The reason I'm trying this is A, I just got it and I have yet to use it, but you can pair 2 of these mics together to give you better audio. And I'm gonna have a second person with me today. My daughter Isabella is gonna come out with us, and she's gonna basically be my official trap puller. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we got some crab. All right, so it is Sunday, day 2, and we're off to pull some crab traps. They've been sitting in the river for just about 24 hours now. I put them out right about 2 or 3 o'clock, and it's just at 2 o'clock today. Fred came through yesterday afternoon and into the night. Didn't get much rain from it. It is quite windy today. I know the barometer's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know if that's going to make a difference in how well they feed or not, which is why I put the traps out. We will find out. Probably just going to burn and turn these traps. I brought more bait depending on how they do. We'll pull out whatever crabs we have, rebait them, and just let them keep working. I'm going to the farm next week, and our farm manager up there loves blue crabs. I'd love to have a mess to bring back, and if we get enough today, we will do a catch and cook tonight. So I've got this thing here that you might see. These are some Rode wireless mics. Trying out this audio system. It'll be the first time I've used it in conjunction with the GoPro. The nice thing about these wireless mics is it allows you to have up to 2 people through the mic. So no matter how far one person or the other is from the camera, you get good audio. Thank you. And the reason that I wanted that today is because I have a helper. This is my daughter, Isabella, and she has a mic as well. She is going to help me pull traps while I drive. I know the next thing I'm gonna get is some sort of a mount so that this thing doesn't try to fall off of my dash constantly. We also got Dan in the back seat. Couldn't leave him behind. If we did, he'd never let me hear the end of it. So we're about 2 minutes from the ramp. We're gonna plop the boat in, pull up these traps, see what we got. All right, we're out here on the water. Got my daughter Isabella, say hello.
Hi.
We've got Dan back here. What's up, Dan? We're gonna go to the first trap, see how we do. Got it. Perfect. See anything in it?
Not yet.
Oh, I see a crab! Oh, we got 3! Right up onto the bow. All right. So we got 3 crabs in the first trap. One is definitely going to be small. We're going to throw him back. We'll check and see if the others are females or males. We only keep males. Legally in Florida, you're allowed to, there's somebody going by enjoying their day. Legally in Florida, you're allowed to keep females and males unless they're egg bearing. But For protection of the stalks, I always like to let the females go. And if we have any females, I will show you how to tell. You want to hold it for me?
Sure.
Thank you. That's a big one right there.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to make it so you can see, I think if you just tap the button, it'll show you the screen again.
Yeah.
Would it show back up? Mm-hmm. Perfect. So I use a bungee cord as a release, and then all I do is pull this part apart. This is where the good old tongs come in handy.
Very flappy.
Let's hope that he doesn't bite me. So, if you see that little V where it's skinny right there, that's a male. A female will have a big, wide, what they call a purse. So that purse is where they hide their eggs under. You'll see a bunch of orange eggs if they have eggs. This is a male, but it's pretty small. We wouldn't get much meat off of him, and it's always good to throw back the first one for good luck.
There he goes.
Now these two are big ones. Let's crack the cooler open. If you want to stand back there a little bit, you'll be able to get everything in the shot. All right, so numero. Ooh. Tricky. Really? All right, so if you take a look, skinny, that's a male. That's a nice grade 2 or grade 3 crab right there. This one is probably a solid grade 2. They grade them from 1 to 5, 5 being the smallest. If I can get a grip on them.
Dan, you're gonna get pinched.
Another male goes in the trap. So not a terrible pull. We got 2 out of that one. I'm gonna rebait this one. I don't know if I'm gonna put it right back here. I'll probably drop it in here for now. We'll go down and check the other ones and see what we get in the next one.
Bye.
All right, so we got 2 good keepers out of that last trap, the first one. So we're just gonna put this trap right back. Now Bella, you see the 2 holes on the sides where the crabs come in?
Yeah.
So that is where they come in, and you want those holes to be facing with the current. So the current's going from behind us to forward, and when it turns, it's gonna go from forward to back. So you want 1 hole facing that way and 1 hole facing that way.
Okay.
The reason for that is the current carries the scent of that bait, and you want that bait to, you know, when they come up to the trap, for the hole to be on the side they come up to, because they're gonna follow the scent up the current.
Okay.
So we're gonna go right up here in this corner where it was, and you just slowly set it in and feed out the line with the holes facing forward and behind us.
Okay.
And I would say put it in over the right side.
That side?
Yep. I'll tell you when.
Okay.
All right, slip her in. Perfect.
There we go.
And trap 1 pulled, rebaited, and reset. What do you think? Should we go see how many are in the next one?
Yep.
Perfect.
So close.
Hang on and we'll drift right to it. So one thing I've found about these Rode wireless mics the receiver clips to the top of the camera. But if you push that receiver to the side, it's right over the start-stop button. About the only complaint I have so far about these things. They're a pretty slick system. I'm gonna really look forward to using them in the deer stand when we've got 2 hunters together, so that we can whisper and still get great audio of it. Next week I'll be shooting a video up at our farm in Georgia. Gonna pull out the big case tractor and start doing some bush hogging, knocking down the brush, check the game cameras. But today, we're out here pulling traps. Anything in it?
Just one.
Woo! He's a fatty though, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna tong this one?
No.
No. So, as you can see, there's no bait left in the trap. What I found is if they eat all the bait, they'll start working their way out of the trap. I guess there's just nothing to hold them in there anymore, and they can find their way out of this trap. So you need something in there to keep them wanting to stay in there. Obviously, I'll bet we had a bunch more crabs in here, and what they did is they ate all the bait, and a lot of them got out, decided to leave. So we will put this one back, and we will bait it heavy. Let me see if I can tell if he's a male or female right here while he's in the trap. That is a male. So let's see if I can be slick about this and not even use the tongs.
Here we go.
5 big jimmies.
Yep.
On to the next one.
On to the next one.
All right, so this is trap number 4. This is the one that yesterday I put up in this pocket to see if trap in a little bit of shallower water might catch more or less crab. Typically, I look for nice drop-offs usually around the bends of rivers. There's nice drop-offs with good holes. But I thought, you know what, let's try one up on the flat. Let's see if it does better or worse. So if we got a bunch of crabs in this one, I'll probably start putting more up on the flats. If this one doesn't do any better than the rest, or has none in it, I may move it. But we will find out.
Uh-oh.
My professional crab snatcher, trap catcher missed. I think Dan's more excited to see what's in them than anybody else.
Yeah, he wants to be friends with them.
What? A manatee? No, just kidding. Ooh,
These
2
are
big jimmies. Those are the biggest ones yet. And look, all the bait's gone in this one too. Wow. So those are grade A, #1 crabs. That one's got to be 6 inches across. He's deep brown. If you show them in there, those brown ones are called rusty crabs. Rusty crabs have been in their shell longer. They get that deep brown before they molt. That means that they'll have the most meat and be the sweetest because they're as big as they can get holding that shell. Once they get rusty like that, they're close to molten. And then obviously the shell gets bigger and you don't have as much meat in the shell. So that one is gonna taste fantastic. Now that I've said that, I'll flip it over and it'll be a female and we'll have to let her go.
Yeah. Hope not.
Male.
That skin.
This one is huge. Both males. So we got 2 more males. And I think instead of using these tongs, if I can, I am gonna do the old flip them right in the cooler trick. Let's see if I can do this without getting my toe bit. Wow, look at the claws on him. What a monster. Big, big jimmies. So what Bella can do is she can show you, since she's recording, we grab a bag of bait here, and she can kind of show you how this how this bait system works. So basically on the bottom of the trap, and I will show you in a trap build, I put this little extra flip piece, and there's a pocket in there. We just take the fish, kingfish on this one, and then I just take the metal, tuck it right in there. That basically just holds it closed. Once it's on the bottom, you know, it can't go anywhere. But while we're throwing the trap out, you want something to hold it so all the bait doesn't fall out when you throw it in the trap. And then I've got this bungee cord with the hook. And just pull it tight, hook it up. That holds everything closed. I will pull this around, and I say, unless my co-pilot has any difference of opinion, we put that one right back.
Yeah.
So far, shallow or deep, doesn't seem to matter. We're averaging, we've gotten 2 in every trap but 1. We only got 1 in that one trap. But like I said, all the bait was eaten out of both these last 2. So I think we had a lot more crabs in them. They ate up all the bait. And a couple decided that they didn't want to be in there no more.
Say hi, Dan.
So we'll slip right back up in this pocket. That one was sitting at about 6 feet of water. The rest have been in between 11 and 13 feet. I always say if you can average 2 or 3 crabs, good keeper crabs per pot, you're not doing too bad with your pulls. I have had pulls where I've gotten 7, 8, 9, but then the next one will have none. All right, I think I'm gonna put it in right here. Put my knife away. Holes go forward and back with the current. Chuck the buoy out so we don't run her over.
Yep. There we go.
Close the lid. On to the next ones.
Yep.
All right, so we're back at the barn. I would say that having that storm system and everything come through probably hurt us more than helped us. We didn't get a great catch. We ended up with, how many we ended up with, Bella?
7 or 8, I believe.
7. I think we got 2 in 3 traps, none in one trap, and 1 in another trap. So 2, 4, 6, so about 7. Here they are. Some really good size. I'm not going to put my hand too close, but to get a basic idea of their size, I mean, some of those are solid 5 to 6 inch crabs. Good, nice, solid blue crabs. We let a couple of small ones go. Didn't get any females. Ooh, and they are angry. So, the most humane way to wrap up these crabs, and when we clean them, usually what I do is I peel the top off of them, go ahead and clean out the guts and the gills, break them in half, and cook them after that. There's a lot of people who like to cook them whole. Some people eat the guts, some people eat the gills. Personally, my personal opinion, I do not like to eat the guts. I do not like to eat the gills. So I usually peel the top off, clean all that out. I'll record that, show you all how I do that. But to begin with, the most humane way before you do any of that is you just ice them down heavy. Just like fish, the colder the better. They clean better, they cook better, they taste better when you cook them. It brings the sweetness out of the meat. So all I'll do is break up some ice, leave them right in the little bit of water that we caught them in, and just ice them like crazy. That is going to drop their temperature down. Those crabs are going to go from, we kept a little bit of ice in the cooler just so they didn't get hot in there, but they're going from 70, 75 degrees down to sub-zero almost in an instant. That puts them in a catatonic state. They don't feel a thing from that point on. Leave them in there. And when we're ready, we come back, clean them, and then what do we do, Bella?
We took them.
Have a catch and clean.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. Sunshine, Water, and Woods. Hit a thumbs up. Hit a subscribe. Leave a comment. Next week we'll be at the farm. I'll shoot some great footage up there. Show you all everything we're doing with the tractor work, clearing food plots, just taking care of the land, being good stewards. But tonight, we're gonna wash down this boat and then eat some great blue crabs for dinner. I'll see you then.